you working on?
Installing some rock lights, my friend.
Thought we already did that.
Well, I took a couple off and put them on my truck. Now I'm reinstalling.
Good Samaritan.
Who?
He said you're a good Samaritan.
Yeah.
So he's gonna finish that. Plus, we're gonna do some adjusting. These aren't angled the way we want, so they're a little hot spotty from when we originally put them on. That's been a while ago. Truck is heading off to get some stuff painted next week. So we wanted to get this cut for the setup we're potentially going to be putting on here. So if those lines tell you anything, it's going to be big and wide. We thought it would be smart to cut this flare first. That way, if it does chip up the paint at all, it's going to a paint guy. He could fix it up for us. So we'll see how the grinder treats that, getting that cut. Yes?
Nothing.
Oh.
You're doing good.
Thank you. Anything you want to add?
No.
You sure?
Nope. I'm gonna let you do the talking on this one.
All right. So yeah, you've seen all this before, basically, what we got to cut to get the setups to fit. We'll take you guys along when we go to the paint shop, but basically we want to try to get this thing as widened out as possible. You know our goals with it, based on our first video. But yeah, this is about how far we are along. The wheels and tires that we ordered, they're on back order, so we'll find out when we get those. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at, and we will show you guys finished product here. Well, we just got confirmation from the paint guy that the show build's paint is officially done, completely color matched, almost every piece you could think of. I'm really excited to show that truck to you. It's a lot more extensive, obviously, than anything else we've done, and that was the whole point of it. To go along with that truck, the wheels and tires for it came in today. We ended up going with these babies. 26 by 14 Tufts on 33 1350 26s. The Venom Power Hunter RTs. Same thing we're running on both of these trucks. So I got that loaded up. Come back around here. We have we got our white tail lights that we are very excited to get on that white truck as well. So got our lugs sitting in there. Hopefully we can go up there and get the wheels and tires put on to drive it home with, because the paint shop's probably 45 minutes from here. So we want to put it all together and hopefully get some shots of it coming home. I don't know if we're putting spacers on it yet, or if we're just going to roll with the regular 14 wides. But yeah, that's where we're going to be heading in the morning. So we will pick up in the morning when we are heading that direction and show you guys what was done.
Yes.
I figured we'd give everyone an update.
Here's the update. Take a look.
Has everyone seen this truck already? Probably before this clip, you'll see this truck already and a walk around of us getting it picked up from paint and whatnot. But ultimately at this point, this is kind of crunch time for Mother Road Mayhem in Joplin. Finally got some parts in that we need to put on the truck. Hopefully this little Mr. Center Cap comes in. It was not in the packaging. Don't know why. They're shipping us one out. Our custom grill has shipped, but it's going to be close, right? It might happen, it might not. We'll find out when we get there, or you'll find out. We'll hopefully know by then. Otherwise, we weren't prepared. We're going to probably slap 2-inch spacers on. We ended up ordering some other wheel ring lights. we have a train horn, all of those things needing installed, and a couple little other things to button up. And we will show you guys as we go along with that and kind of getting all of our trucks ready to go down to Joplin for this show. So check her out. So we have started the train horn process here. What we ended up buying was from Air Horns of Texas, I think is what it's called, the 46115 kit. You can look up on YouTube to kind of hear what they sound like, but for the price point, they're pretty good. I've already put these on my truck, but since we're installing, I kind of did a trial run on my truck installing them to see if they would work fine the way we're going to do it, because the way the kit comes is it doesn't come with a bracket, and we don't have anything to build brackets with here because we don't really have much of a shop. So we figured out a way to do it on, this will be, I would assume this will work on almost any GM truck because of how we did it. We ended up using this shield, which is under your truck beside your spare, between your spare and your exhaust. You go about that far over, whatever your compressor size is to need to fit there, screw that on, screw your air compressor tank onto the other side, and bolt that right back up with the existing holes. Needless to say, we've taken our spare out. You won't have that anymore. We'll use that cable there to pull up the horns and position them into place and kind of show you what it looks like when we get this buttoned up and put back together, and let you guys potentially hear what these sound like and move on to the next step in this truck before we get going to the show on Friday. So I'll show it to you then. All right, so this is a rainy Thursday and we are leaving tomorrow for Joplin for the show. So we had a few things we had to do. We weren't planning on going with this grill, but we kind of knew that whenever we were having all of our color matching done. So we went ahead and told the grill guy, go ahead, paint the grill white. Before you saw it with the red inserts here, we ended up just slapping some white vinyl on it. That way it blends all together and it looks really clean. We like the way it looks, but our lighted grill is not going to be in time for the Mother Road Mayhem show. So this is what we did there. What else did we do? We went ahead and put the Fox shocks on this. We had bought the, I believe it was Cognito leveling kit for this truck because we thought we might need it to clear everything. We have some powder coated parts coming later that we'll put on. Just didn't have time to get it done. So if you come on over, we'll take a look at just the regular Fox shocks that we put on it. It's just the regular, like I said, Fox shocks replacing the Ranso shocks that were on it that were red. The red kind of stood out and kind of poopy. So we took those off. Might put resis on it later, but we're not sure. So we did the back shocks too. Pretty simple process. Putting shocks on and off is just an unbolting and rebolting process. So gets you a little dirty, but that's about it. Put the bolts back in the same holes they came out of and you can put shocks on. So wheel ring lights are put on this truck. We have 24x14s, rock lights, wheel ring lights, the works. It's getting very close to finished. It's not quite done, but it's almost where we want it to be. It's enough to take it to the show. We also got our train horns installed. So yeah, we're gonna wait for this rain to quit, get all the trucks out that we're taking, find out enough people to get them all down there safely, get them entered in the show. And if you guys are able to come and join us, come take a look at the trucks in person, tell us what you think. If not, give us some feedbacks on some things that we could do differently to always improve. There's always something to work on. So anyways, that's the process so far, and we will pick up with you guys tomorrow when we are loading up to leave for Joplin. Hey Emma, what do you think of the show build? You like it? Yeah? Well, this is it all cleaned up. We just had rainstorm come through, but pulled it out, got it wiped down, got our lights on just to show a little bit of what the truck's current condition is. This is how it will be going to the show. Got our tail lights, which one of them is not working properly. We'll have to send it back. We have our train horns installed. We are still missing center cap for that wheel. That did not come in. Ended up putting some vinyl on the front end there, but that's the look of the truck. It's all the work we got done to it. And yeah, we're liking it. Got a few more things to do. Like I said, our grill didn't come in, but this is as much as we could get done, but it's definitely ready for the show. So we will catch up with maybe some of you there. If not, we will see you next week.